has a fox, has a wolf, has a snake. He's got a Roy.
Hey,
he's got all sorts that he could be whipping out.
You remember the entire notion of I don't think he should go Joker because of EMAS experience? I thought we saw a lock on Joker. Maybe. Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, Bloom Joker. Right.
The Bloom
There
Joker
it is. Zero fear against the Fox. Okay, right.
The one and only Streakz Fox. We weren't going to see something else from Streakz, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, you never know. Like,
true.
We saw the Wolf at DBZ. It didn't quite hit the mark, but it was still like very, very solid indeed. Straight away, that down air, somewhat poking the shield, but Bloom has come out swinging right now, catching the... Oh my goodness, that was incredibly close to that down air hitting, and Streakz' Fox to being in a world of trouble. If you are Fox without a jump below the ledge, and you've got only your upbeat to rely on, against a player as disciplined as Bloom, you are going to get punished for it 9 times out of 10. That was the 1 time out of 10. You better take that, and you better cherish it, because you're not going to get that chance again.
Exactly. Bloom's about to get RSN on deck.
Right,
here he comes.
I feel like I haven't commented this character in a while.
Yeah, I know, right? The Winged Wonder is ready to rock, and the back air instantly showing us why it is a move that is feared by people who play against it. And again, once more, repeat on last, and goodbye to Streakz' first stop.
So disappointing.
Obviously, one of the main, well, one of the few nerfs the Joker's had throughout this game's lifetime is RSN's lifespan. If you can keep pressure on Joker and do damage, that thing will wither away.
Ooh, wow.
But hey, who needs to keep pressure on RSN when you can do it on just Joker himself, right?
Yeah, no, very much the key to dealing with Joker. So there's several ways you can deal with RSN. You can, try and space him out, camp him out. Joker's still very fast, and he's obviously got big hitboxes. If camping goes wrong, you find yourself off stage. That's a nightmare situation. However, if you can get these early kills on Joker and reset, the Rebellion gauge, then that is utterly ideal. Speaking of resets, how about a little jab reset after that drag down forward air? Streakz is looking nice right now. Streakz showing no fear in the face of RSN. Going low with the counter, trying to catch Bloom's recovery with the Firefox at ledge, and again, jumping off of ledge. It's risky against the bear, but Streakz sticking to it, drifting away from the up air, and surviving, returning to center stage, and taking a slight advantage.
Also, with Streakz just kind of clinging onto the ledge and waiting to see what Bloom's options are and working around them, it's working for now, but that's twice or 3 times now that he's dangled so long he's lost his invincibility. If Bloom is catching onto that, we could be seeing an RSN spike or even a down tilt at ledge, I believe, pops you off and gives Joker a free chance for a follow-up. But there's the grab, there's the pummel, and the back throw puts Streakz into disadvantage. He's going to make it back, and he's ready to get straight up in the shield, and Bloom. Oh, wow! Wow!
That was like the weak rising hit of that Nair. Still managed able to find the conversion. Speaking of weak rising hits, finds it once again. Ooh. Bloom having to settle for a trade there. Up to 40%. The Rebellion gauge is straight out and comes flying down, immediately looking to get something started, but Streakz has been so very careful on the defense, but now, Bloom, he was absolutely milliseconds off of getting that punish there on that tech roll. That was so close.
Obviously, Fox can't really get anything out of his throws, as you mentioned earlier in the previous set. But if Streakz can get a throw and then a read, that could be big. But speaking of reads, brilliant side beat from Bloom, catching out the way the Streakz is going to fall. The pop-up with the single hit of forward air. And excuse the rest of the combo, even though Streakz had already fallen out. It's 1 apiece. Either player can lose a stock from the next interaction.
Oh
big grab,
my god. What on earth was that grab? Streakz was jumping like both sides. The forward air out of the air.
Oh no!
The air dodge. The very, very late air dodge. Vacuum Streakz into the blast zone. That was a bananas final sets of interactions. Streakz hopping over side to side, and Bloom picking his mark, standing his ground, and just coming out with the grab. Able to find the forward air, and Streakz getting grasped by Master Hand himself. Dragged, kicking and screaming into the blast zone.
Obviously, you see time and time again that a higher percentage, Joker's throws aren't doing much. He's somewhat considered a sortie by the game, so he doesn't have a kill throw or a combo throw, especially at those higher levels. But, same with Fox, as I mentioned earlier, if you can just get a read or a good play off of one, that's exactly what we saw Bloom do and exactly where that last game went to.
100%. If you can catch them lacking out of a throw, then could be in a little bit of trouble. This has been a nice start here for Streakz after an unfortunate end to the first game, and now Bloom answering straight back. Using that shine to stall in the air. A little bit of space granted.
Big damage on the board already. 57% on Bloom and 36 on Streakz, and both are only rising. Both players are playing incredibly rushed down. If either has a moment to breathe, well, that's a moment too long for their opposition. With RSN on deck.
Wow, the neutral get up getting absolutely obliterated. Going deep for the counter. Even though it was almost like on the lower right-hand side of Joker, still getting the left facing counter with that huge hitbox as well. Like tons of other counters would have whiffed there facing left.
You can actually see that under those platforms, Bloom is trying to fish for up throw into up air, so you can probably drag it down and extend it.
Nice.
Obviously, the classic Joker down throw forward air will work, but it doesn't do quite as much, and that's kind of the separation between medium level and the high level that Bloom is at. So you go for these flashier things that you can let you get away with more if you can pull them off.
Optimizing your damage is always going to be very, very important. Tomahawk into the grab, but again,
yeah,
it's a struggle.
Huge down tilt trying to pop Streakz up into whatever. We're seeing Streakz once again go for those up smashes. We aren't actually seeing them as prevalent as we have done in previous sets, but obviously he's not going to just throw them out because that's going to put you in a disadvantageous situation. Instead, he's biding his time, waiting for the time that he can either go for a read or straight up catch you asleep at the wheel with it.
Absolutely.
Hasn't really been working so far as Bloom popped into the ledge. So even as well. Is that the first stop? No. That's like 3 red flashes this first game. What happened?
Oh, wow. Bloom, the tether just barely not making the ledge. Streakz floating that nair out, forcing Bloom to go low. Okay, that was a tricky situation. Bloom ended up getting stuck on the Firefox and taking a big chunk of damage for it. But a big chunk of damage also means a big chunk of Rebellion gauge. And the dash attack coming forward puts Streakz on the ledge, which is exactly where Bloom wants him.
Exactly, 144%.
Missing the stage. Bloom missing the stage there. That was unfortunate. Pulling out the up air, giving Bloom RSN. Yeah. Oh, what? How'd that miss?
No idea. Obviously,
So
a little bit
untouchable.
hardbox shifting from Firefox when he extends the fly upwards, just worming his way past it. But 174%, anything from RSN powered Joker will kill. So this is now Streakz' #1 priority, is getting rid of that winged demon.
Okay, gets that very, very long distance there. Oh, down throw, there you go. Yeah, Fox is light and 200% is a big amount of damage. And straight away, Bloom falls down with an air. That was Streakz' opportunity to maybe use that rage to get a kill. But Bloom has just been way, way too conscious of Streakz' nairs and down airs. Shielding that down air right until the very end. Knows, yeah, and because Bloom has been so vigilant on defense against those two aerials, that nair and that down air, we're starting to see the cracks show. Streakz sending it with these up smashes just a teeny bit more. First he went for a read instead of a reaction on a tech. Now we just saw a raw one that got hit by a gun. It's looking dangerous, and Bloom is looking good.
Yeah, Bloom's back into that ledge, catches the whiff forward air with the falling nair, but a huge back end from Streakz will be another stop. Bloom has currently got Streakz chilling at over 102. Obviously, this does mean that a kill shot can be coming any second, but with RSN quite low, the main thing I think to think about here is Streakz' rage. With this kind of increased knockback, he's going to be able to maybe find a kill shot with the completely unstalled up smash at some ridiculously early percents. And we're already seeing the momentum that he might want to carry on, but there's the up smash from Bloom
there
instead.
It is. Yeah, the landing caught once again. Bloom4eva putting in the hours. Putting in the damage. Taking home that second game in a row. This time in perhaps much more convincing circumstances. Now you got to think, what's the plan if you're Streakz?
If you're Streakz, obviously the counter picking is huge. We're going to be seeing Small Bass Food come out instead. Not entirely sure. Maybe he just doesn't want to give Bloom more space to run away from, being one of the smaller stages, especially when compared to PS2.
No, for sure. Closing the distance, making that a little bit easier. That small stage.
Also, those wider platforms will mean that Streakz can be fishing for stuff like up air a hell of a lot more consistently, because Bloom's probably going to be up on those platforms a little bit more, especially if you pop them there. There we go, exactly what I mean. You pop them up onto the platform, get that up air, and tries to go for it again. Rocking backwards and forwards across the stage. 69, nice. Already on Bloom.
Yeah, very, very quick. Pretty much 80% coming out. RSN, that means RSN's on deck. Streakz just gets tickled by the nair, and all of a sudden he's in a bit of a dangerous position. That jump getting called out, just the edge of that Aegon, and now we're pretty much even. Fox is at kill percent right now, 100%. There you go, forward L1 up smash, almost able to find the kill. The forward throw again, Bloom finds the counter, and that counter scoops from so far behind of Joker's body. It is genuinely disgusting. What a counter pick. This Joker is proving to be. Oh, what a pick in general. This Bloom Joker is turning out to be throughout this bracket as a whole.
Yeah, before it even started, we were predicting that maybe it might not be the play, as Streakz does have the EMAS practice. But practice or aside, if you play your character absolutely flawlessly, all the matchup knowledge in the world cannot help from the fact that they are just getting it down mode. Speaking of down mode, what a call out on that read, on that roll.
Yeah, he had the right idea, but just ran a little bit too far. Ended up getting the back hit. And with a missed opportunity like that, again,
back end,
wow, there it is! What an incredible call out on the jump. Bloom is looking untouchable. There we go. Oh, the turnaround.
I like that. I like the chase into the turnaround down smash. Yeah. Means that even if Bloom managed to take that and roll in with it, that was coming. So bear in mind, Bloom was at the ledge. He rolled back. He probably still might have been clipped by it. Yeah. There was no scenario where Bloom was getting out of that down smash.
No, for sure. That turnaround down smash, the back hit, I believe, has slightly more knockback. And, of course, the turnaround cancel, giving you a little bit of momentum, allowing you to cover more distance than a standing down smash would have. 2-frame with the down tilt, but still able to find the back air. I said Bloom was looking untouchable. He's lost his stock, and he's straight up to 100 again.
Momentum is one hell of a beast, and if you can tame it, it becomes yours to try and run away with sets with, and that's what Streakz is trying to do.
Dead. Oh my god! I expected the up smash to come out straight away, but Streakz was ready to catch the air dodge. Finally, the crowd having something to come alive for the London loyalists in the crowd coming up. Oh my god, wow! What a call out, that back air. Well, that down air not safe on shield. Fox is making that back every day of the week, and Streakz wasting no time. Getting right up in Bloom's face. RSN's on board. He's got to be so careful. Any wrong step could result in Fox with Cloud getting blown to Scott.
This could be huge as well. 72% and Rage on Fox. One read from Streakz could be the first game swing around in his favor. Bloom desperately not wanting that to happen with the back throw. Puts him at disadvantage. Doesn't actually counter. Instead drops that shield at the wrong moment. Wow. Back air. Puts Streakz off stage. Tries to take him up. But then gets the hitbox. Underfalling there. Oh, there it is!
Yeah! Wow.
Oh my god.
Incredible. Goes straight in with a forward air. Bloom takes it 3-0. It was an incredible... it was the makings of an incredible comeback from Streakz, working damn hard to bring it as close as it ended up being. In the end, Bloom's still Bloom, baby. Winner side of top 8, looking, I believe, well, projected at least, to face off against EMAS.
I'm just seeing Bloom stand up. Clearly a beaming smile underneath his face mask. You're seeing the crinkles around his eyes. You're like, he's grinning. He's loving life.